Dear Black women. Yeah, I said dear Black women. I figured since you can say dear white women, I might turn it around a little bit. Say dear Black women. Doesn't sound all that great, but that's all right.
Well, let's get into it.
So, I have a few suggestions. Maybe we should stop focusing on the white women and start focusing on ourselves.
So we don't focus on white women. We just do our own thing. The problem is a lot of white people copy our creations. And this is coming from slavery. It's a slavery thing, see? Because we were not allowed to take credit for things that we created. So in turn, we would create things that we use today actually, but then we could never get credit for it. So today, when we invent things like different hairstyles and things, we don't want you guys to take credit for it. Now, personally, me, I think that you can do whatever you want. I don't mind you, using our hairstyles or taking our creations, but give us credit for it. That's basically what we're saying. Oh, you see, because when we do certain things, you guys label it as ghetto. But then when you do it, it becomes commercialized. It becomes famous. It becomes great. But when we do it, it's ghetto. It's not appropriate.
I made a post the other day about this woman who called Black men dusty ass Black men.
He asks why you deserve to be provided for. He's dusty. If he uses the word high value, he's dusty, especially when it is describing himself. If you answer any of these questions, you are pygmisha. Walk away. Unless you're answering them in a sarcastic way to then walk away, do not answer them seriously. If you sit there and try to think and, figure out how you can impress this dusty, you are a pygmisha, period. Pygmisha is not a permanent situation, and neither is a dusty. But, more men stay dusty longer than women stay pygmisha.
Now, mind you, she was a Black woman, and that's what she called the men. And she told them that they owe her and all the other Black women a Kamala Harris. She said that they owed her that. Now, in my comment section, wasn't Black men that came in there. It was women. Women defending, speaking of somebody else like this. The biggest comment that I get, the majority of the time, is that us white people need to stay out of Black people's business.
Now, the reason why we want you to stay out of Black people's business is because you cannot relate to the issues in which we have. And because you can't relate, you should stay out of our business. Just like this conversation that you're having on TikTok with, I guess you're trying to address Black women. Well, you should not do that because nothing that you're saying makes sense. Now, if we're calling our men dusty, it's because they are dusty. And we're not talking about all men here. We're talking about the ones with a disturbed or reprobated mindset. Yeah, we might call those men dusties. Meaning that they only want something from us. They're not trying to give anything.
Well, let me just let you in on something. Voting is not a colored business. It does not depend upon the color of your skin.
Now, I'm here to say that everybody doesn't believe in Kamala Harris because she's not Black, one. And two, this is about a woman being elected more than a Black woman because she's not Black. So it's more about a woman being elected president, which I've already said that I don't believe that we are ready for that.
Speaking kindly and respectfully to other people, it's not about color of skin. It's not. That should be expected of everyone.
Understanding, I am quietly.
I don't want any shooting over my fence. Nobody.
Oh, wait, okay.
Get away from her. Get away from her. You're chastising her. Back up.
Get out of my face.
Back up.
Okay.
You are rude.
And you are rude.
Back up.
You're very rude. And get out of my face.
This Karen tried to cut my client in line at Target.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
I want
and
the
back
police
up.
right here now.
And back up.
Now, here's some statistics about business that you probably want to pay attention to. Did you know that Black women, only 28% of you are married?
Well, this could be true. So a lot of our men are locked up, or they are homosexuals, or they are players. So this is why Black women are married less than white women. Now, when you want to talk about our men being locked up, a lot of them are locked up because of discrimination or profiling. And all of this is because of slavery. Like, we're still dealing with the effects of slavery. And this is why we say mind your business. Now, mind you, this is not disrespectful to white people. It's just saying that you cannot relate because you've been part of the problem. And of course, I'm not talking to every white person, because some white people are really trying to help.
Now, jokingly, I told the lady, that called the men this, to get a relationship book. But really, maybe you do.
Now, I don't think we need to have a relationship book to help our relationships. I think that our men need to surrender on to the spirit. Our men need to understand the truth about who is the true people of Scripture, who are those people, and why it's so important that they understand who they are so that they can be the men that we need. Now, mind you, there are men doing the job correctly, and there are good examples of a happy marriage between Black people. Because we were brought here is a little bit different than coming here or escaping to America. We were brought over here not by choice. And because of that, then we need some type of reparations. And we're the only race that has not received reparations. And what's so interesting is you have a lot of foreigners that come over here, and immediately once they get over here, they are educated with a whole lot of benefits, and they get benefits from our government. As you know, a lot of refugees have come over here and they have received benefits. But I just want to say that they don't tell us about the same benefits that have been here for us. They don't tell us. And once we do find out about something that can help Afro-Americans, if you're not the first to get it, then you can forget it. Because there's so many of us, right? It's so many of us, they cannot afford to have whatever program for everybody. It's only for like the first people that find out about this. By the time every Black person finds out about some benefit for Black people, then it's over.
Men like to be spoken to with respect.
I believe all people like to be spoken to with respect. Of course, men and women want to be spoken to with respect. This has nothing to do with anything. I feel like some people are judging the way that the young people deal with each other. So young people out here the men like to call the women bros and all of this. This is some new type of communication between couples and relationships. I want to say Cardi B kind of started that. That's not something that we normally do, is disrespect one another inside of our relationships. I mean, we started that slang word boo. So we used to call our men boo, and the men used to call us boo or baby or sweetheart. And now we call each other husband and wife.
You are not a queen. You aren't. And once we lose that mentality and start thinking, we should have a partnership with a man in which they bring something to the table and I bring something to the table, and not where I get everything and I'm supposed to be waited on hand and foot because I'm a queen, maybe that's whenever marriage will come back into the Black community.
That next line when you said that we are not queens. Well, sweetie, let me tell you, we are queens. Now, I don't understand why you think we're not, but we are queens. Now, for you to tell us that we are not queens is out of order. You cannot tell us that we are not queens, because we are queens. And our men are kings. Our men are kings of the home, and we are the queens of the home. We come from royalty. So, yeah, we are queens and kings. Okay? And most definitely the descendants of them. I hope you're starting to get it. We are descendants from royalty. Yes, we are. Now, I want to say marriage is still very much in the Black community, regardless of what statistics say. I already told you why the statistics are the way that they are. So that has nothing to do with how we treat our men. Now, in scripture, a man is a man and a woman is a woman. A woman does women duties and a man does men duties. Okay? And if you have that type of mindset, you will have a smooth relationship. I believe that we should wait on each other. A man should wait on a woman and a woman should wait on a man. And if you follow the Bible and you follow the 10 Commandments, he says all things will be added onto you if you seek ye first the kingdom. So it all goes back to us following the Bible, because it's really our history book. We just shared it with you guys.
Did you know that Black women are the most likely to be assaulted, like domestically assaulted?
So when you talk about Black women being the most likely to be assaulted, that is because we are the lowest of the totem pole. If you can think about it, it's the white man, then it's the white woman, then it's the Black man, then it's the Black woman. So we all the way at the bottom. So for some reason, people feel like they can take advantage of us. And because of this fact, we have grown to have an attitude issue. We are hostile, we are loud, we are aggressive, all to defend ourselves. This is still an effect from slavery.
Do you know why? It's probably because you don't have respect for men. Really. I've been married multiple years at this point, and I value my husband. I value our relationship. I know that I can't do it by myself.
Now, I must say everything that you want, we want as well. It's just that our men deal with racial discrimination, hardships, I want to say systematic racism, police brutality, and plain out just disrespect from other nationalities. And yes, we need our men, but you have to realize all the things that they're dealing with.
I don't want to do it by myself. I want him involved with our children. And that's another thing. I've seen so many videos about how, Black kids need Black influence. No, what they need is a dad's influence. I'm posting some statistics right there. I would hope that you look at them.
Now, I agree that dads are important, but we're not the ones that's making them leave the home. A lot of times the men are leaving the home because it is easier for us to raise the children without the men, to be honest, because we get more benefits. And we get more benefits because their goal is to break up our families. Now ask me why. And again, it's because we are those people. The true promised people.